It's the 420 radio show, and it's your host, Art the Ghost, blowing smoke. You already know, but check me out every Wednesday, you know? It's the ARTIKLEDAGHOST. It's the ARTIKLE. Doing the most, the radio show. It's the ARTIKLEDAGHOST. It's the ARTIKLE. Doing the most, the radio show. I talk that bud, show that love, you know what's up. I give it up, I blow that smoke, it ain't no joke. Article the Ghost. 420, blow that smoke, man, I do this every day. Stuff them cones, light it up, and then I blow that hay. You want that truth, I spit them facts. This is more than just rap. It get quiet in here, but I got that loud pack. This is one hot song, tell a DJ bring it back. Man, I'm trying to tell ya I'ma roll a sack like that. Tune in every Wednesday for the inspiration, information, like, comment, and subscriptions. Algorithms, I'ma participate, but I'ma be in the clouds until a later day. Let's go. The ARTIKLEDAGHOST. It's the ARTIKLE. Doing the most, the radio show host. It's the 420 radio show, and we done reached this news segment brought to you by StillBeatingFactory.com and Marijuana Moment. You already know what this article is about, because Kentucky medical cannabis bill advances. That's another one down, you feel me? And I'm here to capture it all. But let's get into these top things to know. All right, UN enforcement body. U.S. needs to undo state marijuana laws. German cannabis plan. Hawaii legalization next steps. Minnesota cannabis overhaul. Let's read on. The International Narcotics Control Board is suggesting that the U.S. federal government needs to force states within the country to repeal their marijuana legalization laws in order to maintain compliance with global drug treaties. The Kentucky Senate Licensing and Occupations Committee approved a bill to legalize medical cannabis. The first time legislation on the issue has advanced in the chamber. The Senate Majority Floor Leader, who until now has been a vocal opponent, voted for the measure. Germany's health minister announced that the government is moving forward with a marijuana legalization plan after receiving very good feedback from European Union officials. Some changes to the initial cannabis framework that was released last year will be unveiled in the next few weeks, he said. Okay, the Minnesota Senate, State, and Local Government and Veterans Committee approved a significant overhaul of a marijuana legalization bill that's been advancing. Companion legislation also cleared the House Transportation, Finance, and Policy Committee. A Hawaii representative spoke about the path forward for a Senate-passed marijuana legalization bill, including the need for further amendments on House side. Vermont lawmakers introduced a package of new bills that would legalize psychedelics and decriminalize all drugs. Okay, now we moving on to federal. Representative Earl Blumenauer and Nancy Mace discussed the prospects for federal cannabis reform. Representative Henry Collier tweeted at CBP seized the more than $1 million worth of marijuana at the World Trade Bridge in Laredo this past weekend. Thank you to the South Texas men and women in blue for keeping us safe. I will continue to fight for you in Congress. Former Senate Majority Leader Tom Duchel tweeted, "It's time for a serious conversation about federal cannabis reform. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle must move beyond outdated stigmas and act on facts. Regulation can improve public health, increase revenue, and reduce crime." Okay, now we're moving on to states. The Kentucky Senate passed a bill on marijuana impaired driving. The Oklahoma House of Representatives approved a bill to establish a medical cannabis oversight board. Separately, a representative wrote in an opt that he thinks voters' defeat of marijuana legalization initiative signals a mandate to address issues in the medical cannabis program before broader reform is considered. The New Hampshire House of Representatives rejected a bill to legalize DMT. The chair of Washington State House Committee Safety, Justice, and Reentry Committee said a Senate-passed bill to classify drug possession and gross misdemeanor looks a lot like the war on drugs is all over again. The Michigan Senate Appropriations Subcommittee on Licensing and Regulatory Affairs, Insurance, and Financial Services heard testimony from marijuana regulators. A handful of Minnesota Democratic senators say they are undecided on marijuana legalization legislation and may not support it unless it addresses their specific concerns. A California Assembly member participated in a webinar about the implementation of a law she sponsored to seal cannabis records. Maryland lawmakers will speak at a cannabis summit on March 25th. Utah regulators filed revised rules on medical cannabis and hemp testing and licensing. Maine regulators plan to launch an underage sales check program at marijuana retailers this year. The New Jersey Election Law Enforcement Commission reported that the marijuana industry ranked 9th on the list of business sectors that spent the most on lobbying in 2022. Vermont regulators will hold an event on cannabis cultivation technical assistance on Thursday.
And that was your news segment for the 420 radio show, brought to you by Marijuana Moment and Still Beating Productions LLC. I'm going to drop both of these links down in the description so you can go check the website out, and you can also check out the article that I had just read so you can catch up on the rest of the article that I did not read. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, let's get back into this music, please. If you like content like this, hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll be alerted when I drop new episodes. You know what I'm talking about? But you know how we do. We're going to get back into this smoking session. You feel me? 420. We out. Peace.
Jumping into cars with strangers, chasing something real. Others was on it, gone now. You're smothered by the thrill. When you ran a little too long, when you lost your head, hey, who was there for you? Who was there for you?
And see, I'ma start this off saying looking strange, that you standing in front of me asking for some change. To be real, it was good just a week ago, and now you can't even get a soda from out the corner store. And you was looking fresh, man, like you robbed a liquor store, buying up the bar like you was a star. And now you're broke as a joke, with no signs of hope, with the world looking at you through a telescope.
Jumping into cars with strangers, chasing something real. Others was on it, gone now. You're smothered by the thrill. When you ran a little too long, when you lost your head, hey, who was there for you? Who was there for you? Yeah.